Hello, mate.
What have you got there in the voice?
Been slacking on the old videos, mate, since you've been away.
Well, bank holiday as well, wouldn't it?
This is it, mate. Very, very busy in here. Not just doing things to our own projects. Yeah, how was your holiday, all right?
Yeah, it was all right. It was nice.
Nice.
Very relaxing.
Went too fast, I expect, didn't it?
Well, it was only 2 days. Both of those days involved driving to and from the place that we stayed. So it was very nice.
Good.
Enjoyed it.
Very good, mate. Happy about that. As you well know, we have been madly trying to get the Escort ready for the weekend because we've got the track deck Jivner. And as you can see, the diff's back out.
Yes, it is.
Starting from the beginning of the week, good news. Took the car down to Tipton Garage, down in near Ottery St Mary.
Oh, right.
Ish. Left it with them, got Adrian to take it down, and I went and picked it up at the end of the day, and they stuck it on the rolling road and had a fiddle with the carbs after Stuart rebuilt them. Made decent power, mate.
Yeah?
120 horsepower, 120 foot-pound of torque.
Not bad.
Not bad, is it?
A little car like that, out of a little cross flow.
Exactly.
It's pretty good going.
So we know when we took the manifold off, it had a ported head.
Yep,
but that's really about all we knew, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
It got the whole bay sticker on the rocker cover, but don't know whether it's anything to do with Old Bay.
Yeah.
But it's obviously been breathed on because he said that's really good power out of a 1600. So whether it's bored to a 1700, got the 285 cam and all that jazz in it.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with that.
Oh, it's pretty good, and it's more about how it feels, really, at the end of the day.
Yeah,
isn't it?
and he changed the jet. Doesn't need any choke on the start-up.
That's good.
And feels really punchy. He's up the rev limiter to about 7 grand. It does about 106 mile an hour at 7 grand in fourth.
Not bad.
So that's all we need, really, isn't
well,
it?
it'll be all right for going around Coombe and anywhere else.
I reckon it will, because we probably, I don't think we did much more than that in that, did we? Up the...
No, I mean, in the kit car, I think we were probably up Avon Rise, probably topping out about 100, 101.
Yeah.
Then it had no more guts.
So that should be all right, really.
Yeah.
So happy with that. Only thing is, everything Stuart's done, bear in mind he's done quite a lot, there was hardly any teething problems. One teething problem we noticed when I took it on a test drive is when you back off the throttle, okay under load, back off the throttle and you get a dong, 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 dong from the back, which sounded drastic because it's all sort of connected direct to the chassis, innit?
Yeah.
On that. Obviously there's no back seats. So we took off the wheels, checked all the brakes, made sure everything was, you know, had plenty of clearance, come to the conclusion it was something inside the diff. And I had a feeling I knew what it was. And sure enough, I was right, mate. So you can see where this diff sits here. Obviously, I've just laid it back in there now. We've had all this out. Here, I did a bit of sort of fettling before we built it with the grinder.
Yeah.
But little did I know, once it had sort of settled, these inner bolts and slightly the outer bolts protrude from this face quite a bit.
Right.
And what has happened, when you back off, it wants to push the diff over that way.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it was touching on the inside of here, on both bolts, the inner and the outer.
Right.
Quite bad. So it was sort of going clonk, 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 clonk.
So,
So this is quite a crude casting. It was sort of more out that way. It hadn't been rubbing on that side, but been rubbing quite a bit.
You can see how much you've chomped out of there.
Yeah, so I basically stuck it in the mill and chomped off 2 mil off that face there, believe it or not. But you can see from the step there to the step there how much on the piss it was anyway, so very crude.
Yeah, so you just sort of
Just
chomped a bit out just to give it some clearance.
Plenty of clearance, mate. We've got 2
2
mil of clearance.
Does it? But it's,
no,
you know, just...
but you can see how sort of rough all this is anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Well,
I had to do that on the kit car when we fitted the ATB.
Yeah, I remember you.
So just bear that in mind, guys, if you're putting one of these ATBs in. If it knocks, you probably know the reason. Yesterday, we had got all the tracking done on the car.
Nice.
Bled all the brakes through. Seems really nice. Drives lovely.
Ideal.
Steering seems a lot lighter. We've raised the car up. You said to me a lot of people were commenting on those blocks in the back there.
Yeah.
Why don't we get the correct springs? It has actually got decambered springs, apparently. But what we've done now is we've chomped another 10 mil off the back, so we've got a 1 mil block on the back, as opposed to the 2. Obviously, the bigger the block, the more the axle's trying to do this.
Yeah.
So we've now got 1 mil. The front's absolutely perfect. Suspension all seems to be working fine. So it's just going to sit that little bit higher at the back.
Yeah.
And look a bit more like stock.
I think the blocks, like you say, they're all right if you're not running a massive one.
Yeah.
Like before it was 2 inch, now it's only a 1 inch. So
Yeah.
it's got a bit more rigidity to it.
This is it.
Yeah, I mean, you probably could mess about and buy the exact right spring you need and all that, but it's all cost and it's sort of, it's not what that car's about, is it? It's
Not
about
really, mate, no. And to
bit
be honest
more-
with you, probably 25 years ago, I'd have liked it slammed on the deck. But to drive, it was dreadful.
It looked awesome on the deck.
It
but
did look good on the deck.
It couldn't get over anything.
No, but whether it's something to do with the fact we put a new rack on it and sorted the tracking out, but the steering seems a lot lighter. Stuart's done loads of little bits, like sorted out the spring on the carburetors, so the throttle feels nice and light now. It feels lovely.
Does it?
Yeah, it feels
I was
lovely to
going
drive.
to say, because it was like rock hard.
It was horrible, yeah. It's just little things like that make it dreadful to drive, but now it just, you know, I could drive that every day. Wicked.
And I'm sure you will be.
I will be, mate. I will be. So we're just going to get this back together, give it to Stu, see what it's like, innit? And hopefully that is it, done and dusted, all ready for Saturday. So
Not allowed to film, are we, in Chivna?
no, unfortunately
Oh,
not.
that's annoying.
I know it is very annoying, mate, but we'll
do a
let
bit on the
everyone know
road
how
or
it
something.
goes. And I'm hoping the car sort of keeps up with a couple of bits and bobs. I don't know.
I don't think it even matters. I think it's just going to be a right laugh.
It is, isn't it?
It's going to be really fun.
It's going to be great, isn't it?
Yeah, I reckon it'll be good.
We've just got to, so on this, we've got to adjust the backlash.
Yeah, get that right again.
That's it, and we've got to make sure that the preload on these end bearings are right. Fingers crossed, it all goes to plan. Well, we have been doing some work, mate.
We have.
Not just on the cars.
No.
Yesterday or the day before yesterday, you were back today, weren't you?
Yeah, I was back today.
So I bored and you faced that one today, so that is...
That's the
300, is that 300 TDI?
300 TDI.
300 TDI, so that's bored to the pistons that we've got.
Yeah, and I've honed it as well today, so...
0.5 oversize, so you've just got to clean that now, give it a lick of the old black.
Clean it and got to replace the cam bearings.
Oh, lovely job.
Always a fun job, yeah.
Always a fun job. I've got the go-ahead on the Cosworth, the one that we stripped the other day.
Yep.
So that's good news. Got to order the bits and what have you. We've still got to strip that Cosy in there, but I'm going to let you strip that one, mate.
Yeah,
it's going to be
that'd
your
be,
first Cosy build, that
Yeah,
one.
I'm keen.
Isn't it? Learn a little bit about them.
Yep.
But over here on the boring bar, I'm just getting some of the little farty jobs done.
Yep.
And these are Harley Davidson barrels.
Oh, right.
And I'm boring these out pretty much 13 mil.
13 mil?
13 mil.
Bloody hell.
When I opened the pistons, got a nice Wiseco pistons here. When I opened the piston box, I thought they made a mistake, but no. What they do is take it from something like 850 to 1200.
Bloody hell.
So these two barrels have been on here all day, chomping out. You can see that one there,
it's
look,
a fair
mate.
old bore now, isn't it, really?
You got the liner there, which is not a great deal left.
No.
But it's a mod that they do, apparently.
Fair play.
Mental, isn't it, that?
Yeah, that's big. Big bore.
Yeah, big bore. So just got to finish this one, and then we can get. I'm going to get the other Lotus twin cam block on here.
Oh, right,
Get that one sorted, isn't it?
Get that one going.
So all happening, and tomorrow we're going to be seeing the back of the Escort van.
Yeah.
Let's turn this TV off, mate.
Oh, yeah.
If you watched the last video, guys, I'm sorry. You see, I had to black out the TV in the background.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah, that's what
I
that
didn't
was.
realise.
Yeah, some professional editing going on.
I thought
there,
it was,
mate. That was some high tech.
I thought we had an issue with the camera or something.
No, I didn't, mate. Well, I did. The telly was in the background.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stuart's here. Oh,
he's
he's just
disappeared
dodged
quick.
it.
So yeah, mate, we're going to be taking this down to Tom's tomorrow.
Yeah. So he's doing the big tunnel
He's doing the big tunnel.
and the right-hand drive conversion.
Yeah. So we've ordered an auto tunnel.
Right.
Which has got to go in there, so that's your big tunnel and the right-hand drive. Bit of good news, mate. I was very worried about the dash. on
Oh,
this.
yeah.
And I've done a little bit of research and watched a couple of videos. And apparently what they do, I mean, people who know about these Mark 1s and 2s are going to know this anyway, but this here is a dash top, which you remove.
It's like, almost like a trim then, is it?
It's a trim, basically. You can buy those in right-hand drive version from places like MST.
Yep.
In fiberglass, but it don't matter.
No.
And then underneath, you've got a metal main dash, and there's a hole cut in this side for the clocks.
Right, so
what you do is you replicate that hole over there. With the bands, you've got to move the vent over slightly because it's slightly offset. But then we cut a hole over that side, put the clocks in there, and put that piece that you cut out over here and weld it in.
Oh, okay, so you fill your hole up with that.
You fill your hole up with that, and then you buy a right-hand drive top.
Yeah.
Jobs are good, mate.
Ideal.
Also at MST, they do the scuttle panel here in right-hand drive, so it's got the cutout over here.
Yep.
Obviously, I think we're going to have to buy a right-hand drive window wiper motor, but little bits like that. We've got the right-hand drive conversion in that box. We've got the World Cup cross member, which we will be using. And
various other bits in there.
So I shall hopefully, if Tom's in a good mood, I'll ask him if he can do the dash at the same time.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll have a clear out of this in the morning.
Yes.
We've got to link up the anti-roll bar because the wheels are going to and forth at the moment.
Yeah.
Just so we can get it on and off the trailer all right. And yeah, we'll get it on the trailer tomorrow morning, mate.
Yeah.
Get rid of it for a bit. And hopefully we won't see it too soon.
Another one that's going to disappear for a couple of months or a year.
We are, at the same time, Tom's going to remove everything underneath. We're going to get it all blasted and powder coated and
sorted out.
All that jazz, mate. We'll put a rear disc conversion on.
Yep.
Diff and
I suppose any little... Well, there shouldn't be any welding underneath, should there? But
maybe.
If he needs to.
No, there won't be no welding underneath, but there may be some
clean,
mods we'll do to the rear axle. You never know, because we're going to be probably running the normally aspirated Cosy in this. With a T5 gearbox, so... Oops. So yeah, going to be seeing the back of that, mate. And out here is my Escort, look. All done.
You love this car.
There we go, look, mate. Comes with fingerprints and all from the one and only Stuart.
Nice.
So, this is all done. Sorted the diff out. That's gone back in. Perfect now.
We have got that. He got it in pretty quick this morning, didn't he?
He got it in pretty quick, mate. Good turnaround. We've had it tracked, done the brakes, got the brake bias working. All runs fine, and we've raised the back, raised the front, and I think it sits so much better, doesn't it?
Still looks low, but it's just not over the top.
It looks.
The only reason it was on the deck before is because them coilovers were all a bit.
Yeah, like you say, it still looks low. I've had you go around the block, and to me, it looks absolutely brilliant. That's how it should look. It looks a bit rally, doesn't it?
It does a little bit. It just looks a bit. Well, it looks more suited for the road and like actually being used.
Well, it looks like
being...
a Mark 1 should look now, not slammed on the deck. So well happy with it, mate. Stuart's done a great job.
He has.
Inside look, we've even put new car mats in.
Lovely.
To give it that little bit of extra purchase.
Your nice bit of dash trim there as well.
Yeah, that's dash trim. Got off eBay there for company. That's laser
Obviously
cut.
got the new seats in.
Got the new seats. They're really comfy, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Battery tray back there.
Yeah. It's all a bit rallied up now, isn't it?
Planning on getting the old oil pressure gauge working as well.
We found the plumbing for the oil pressure gauge. We just need an adapter to put into the main oil gallery, and then that'll be working.
Why don't you fire it up,
We have got a too late light. Let's fire it up, mate.
Fire it up. Have you mentioned you've had it?
Oh yes,
I've
mentioned
done it,
that,
Tipton.
mate. Mention that.
So here it goes.
You know what I mean?
It's like a modern car, that.
That's cold, no choke.
Well, good.
Very responsive, isn't it?
It is.
Sounds a beaut, mate. All the gauges working, except for the rev counter. We've got to get that working. But no, absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Over the moon.
Sounds great.
And we're all ready for Saturday, aren't we?
We are.
Go and have some fun.
Down Chivnut.
So.
Doors shut. That's always a bonus.
That's always a bonus, isn't it? But no, I'm well happy with this car now.
Yeah, it's nice.
So, thank you very much, Stu. And thanks for everyone in the comments who helped us.
Absolutely.
Giving us some tips and what have you. So hopefully, fingers crossed, all goes all right, mate, innit?
Yeah.
So that'll be it for another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Till tomorrow. We'll do one tomorrow,
Yeah,
innit?
we'll get it out, get
Yeah.
it banged out again.
See you then. Cheers, guys.